Hi guys, I'm Beth from Restyled Pieces Boutique. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing a full makeover on this MCM dresser, and I'm going to elevate the entire piece by giving it new legs. See what I did there? So if you want to watch this makeover, stay tuned. So if I'm going to change the legs on this, I'm going to have to remove these old gold yucky legs. So I unscrewed those, and there's a little plate of wood under there that I'm going to take off. And then if I was doing some other legs on the corners, I might have to put it over there, but instead I'm just using the outer rim for my new legs. And here I'm using my reciprocating saw. These did not screw off. They did not pull off, screw off, anything. They are just a part of the dresser. So I had to use my reciprocating saw to remove those two back legs. And success, finally. It took a while getting those off. They were a little stubborn. So you can see I'm just going to clean that area up, and then I'm going to move on. So I've taken the drawers out. I'm going to remove the hardware and put them in this plastic container so I can have all those pieces together so I can know where they are when I want to go back to put them on. Then I'm going to clean by vacuuming my piece out thoroughly and cleaning with Pure Power to clean all that grease and grime off so I can work on my piece and not have all the dirt and dust and grime and wax there. So I have an affiliate link in the description down below where you can purchase all my Farmhouse paint products. Pure Power is from Farmhouse Paint, and I also have in the description all of the supplies I used so that you can know where to purchase those materials to do your makeover for yourself. Rinsing any leftover product off of your piece is important, so I have a spray bottle of water and I'm just wiping that down after I rinse. Here I am sanding the drawers to bare wood because some of the drawers I'm going to stain and some of them I'm going to paint. I don't want different textures on the drawers that I'm staining and the drawers that I'm painting, so I'm just going to sand them all down to bare wood. So this wasn't really hard. I used a 120 grit and I just went over them with my Surf Prep sander. It's not difficult, it just takes time. So just to show you the difference between the old finish and sanding that all off, I just love how it looks now and how you can see that grain pop. This piece is a basset dresser and it is made of wood. However, the top is laminate. It's a very durable surface and it is resistant to scratches. However, paint does not stick to laminate very well. It's glossy, it's slick, so I'm making sure that I rough that surface up very well, and I'm using a 120 grit sandpaper to do so that my paint will stick. And then I'm using a 150 to scuff up the rest of the piece that is wood and clean it off. And here you'll see me taping up the drawers so that I can paint them without getting any overspray on them. Oops, don't forget to plug those holes on the inside. I'm using some Ben primer to prime just the top of the piece because like I said, it's laminate. This is a very good primer, but I don't put it through my sprayer because it's alcohol and shellac based and it is hard to clean out of your sprayer, or so I've heard. So I only put water-based products through my sprayer. So I am rolling this bin primer on, and then I'm going to prime the entire piece with a black primer. I'll show you that in a minute. While I'm waiting for that to dry, let me show you these legs. So you can see the screws only have to go in the outer rim of the base. So I marked some holes, and I'll show you where I marked them with a marker, permanent marker, putting those dots right in the middle so that I know where to drill my holes, lining the edge of those legs up with the edge of the frame. I repeat this process for all 4 corners. My bin primer is now dry, so I'm sanding it with a 180 to get it very smooth. Actually, that was a 220 that I used, 220 grit. And then I'm taking my Bohld Black Aqualock primer. It is a water-based primer. I'm adding just a little water so it will go in through my sprayer, and I'm priming this piece black because I want to prime it a dark color because I'm painting it black, and that saves me coats of paint. So the primer looks pretty shiny when it's wet, but when it dries, it is a very flat, non-dimensional kind of look. And so you can't really tell what a piece is going to look like if you just have the primer on it. I mean, it may look a little better, but it's still flat and doesn't have very much dimension. So I'm now using Farmhouse Evolution Paint in Bohld Black. This is a gorgeous true black, and you can see the difference in the sheen. Now, again, it's wet, but as this dries, it will dry to a shinier satin finish. This paint dries in 1 hour. It cures in 1 day. It is resistant to chipping. It is super durable. I love this product. I wish it really went this quickly. It is a lot quicker, 10 times quicker to spray with a sprayer than it is to use a brush. So just jump right in. If you've been thinking about spraying, it's not that hard. You just have to do a little practice and you'll get it. I am going to top coat the drawers that I stained. And yes, I forgot the staining process. I used gel stain, but they are dry. And so now I am top coating them with Farmhouse Evolution Paint Clear Coat, and it is in a satin finish just like the rest of the paint will be. So I'm just holding up my cardboard there so I don't get that top coat inside my drawers, and I'm top coating them all. Sealing is very important. Even if you're staining and you think, oh, it looks pretty good, it looks much better when you seal, and the most important part is it protects your finish for a lot longer. Here I flipped my piece over and I am just painting this frame around the edges. It just gives it a more finished look, and if your piece sits really high off the ground, you'll be able to see that a little bit at a distance. So I'm painting those edges before I put my legs on. And here it's time. I've got my holes done, the paint is dry, and I'm going to install these legs on each of the 4 corners. Let's hope they all go in well, and let's hope when I flip it over, it's level. When you add legs to a piece, it literally elevates it off the ground, and you can make decisions on how high you want the piece. So if it's a lower piece, you might want to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-inch legs, depending on how they look, how you like the look of those, or depending on how high you want that dresser up. If you want it to just regular height for a dresser, or you want it a little bit higher. So there's lots of options. And the moment of truth, my husband came out so he could help me flip this over. We're gonna set it down carefully. Boom, level, perfect, no wobbling. I'm so happy. This looks so much better than those big chunky legs. I just love it. Now I'm going to take my Howard's Feed and Wax, and I'm going to wax the back. I use a combination of Howard's Feed and Wax on certain areas, and then I love my It's the Balm by Farmhouse paint. I also use that in some of the inside areas and on the drawer runners. It just smells so fabulous, and it nourishes the wood. Here I'm writing down my measurements, and I'm getting ready to install my drawer liners. This is just peel and stick wallpaper, and I have linked that, of course, in the description down below, as with all these products. I like to measure just a little bit bigger than my drawers, and so I can make sure that they fit, and then I install them and trim them. So let's take a look at where we started and where we are now. Oh my goodness, I love how this piece turned out. I love the contrast and the details and those beautiful legs. Thanks for watching today, and if you would subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. Hit that bell button and you will get notified when new videos come out. Till next time, see you later.